One says live. Oh no, we're both
Two
live. Scoot in a little bit
How does this
more.
work, guys?
Oh my God, who got the
There we
memo
go.
about what color to wear
I
today?
know. I'm just gonna move that just a tiny bit. Hi guys.
Hey!
Hello.
Thursday.
Yes, it's Thursday. We're back. Sorry, my voice. I'm actually not sick anymore.
It's
It
very
just sounds really bad.
1-900 kind of voice.
I know.
You
Call
charge
me.
money for that.
My parents might be watching this. Anyway, hi everybody. We're on two accounts, Elizabeth's account, my account. But I would like to say, before we introduce Taylor, that we just created two new things on our Facebook. We have a Venice Express page now. By the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way.
So Venice Express,
Good
which
job.
is our nonprofit, we have that page up and going because I needed a page in order to load our event on somewhere, and then share it to all of our pages. The second thing is we have a group, Westside Living LA, and we created that group because it already exists on Instagram and gets good exposure and good following, but it's not on Facebook until now. And the group will allow Ocean Properties, Design to Sell, Venice Express, kind of all to come to one hub. And it'll be West Side based information, events. We'll put a bunch of stuff up on there. So this kind of like brings everything together. That said, we have a guest today, our first
A
guest.
permanent guest.
Yes, I mean, yeah, technically. I don't know, well, who knows if she'll be on here every week, but she's a guest to our live video, but
Yes.
she's an addition to our team.
Hello.
This
She
is-
takes some load off me and
Would you like
do these videos with you.
Well,
Come on in, Taylor.
yeah.
Hey
So
everybody.
this is Taylor.
I'm Taylor, and
tell us about
I
yourself.
am going to be helping out with Design to Sell staging. With the help of these two lovely ladies, they are going to teach me the ropes, and we are going to get things going here in LA. It's going to be good times. I'm excited.
Yeah, well, we're so excited to have you on our team.
Yay.
We are at one of our properties right now
That we staged.
that we did stage. You can't really see the staging. Maybe at the end we'll do
Yeah.
a quick like zoom around. But we're here doing a little photo shoot, video shoot
Nice
here
background.
today. The background noise is Chewy and Tilly playing.
It's a dog-friendly home that we designed.
Oh, I got a ball. So we got a couple fun things. So we're getting new photos of this home, but also of ourselves.
Yeah.
For marketing, so we can up our marketing game. And
We should plug Nico.
Nico is our photographer.
We'll post his stuff. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. And once we get our pictures back too, I'll post some of them in this thread so that you have an idea of his aesthetic and stuff like that. But we'll post his website or
Yeah,
something,
yeah.
his information.
He's fantastic to work with.
I have to wave at a couple people. You guys talk.
You can wave it at my peeps.
I'll wave at your peeps. Jim over here. Hi, Jim. Ed is watching.
Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Hi.
We have some
Hi,
really
Amanda.
exciting news coming.
Yes.
So
Wait,
stay
so we're going to
tuned.
talk about. We're going to inform some of the people today about
The people.
buying versus renting.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
Taylor had a great question for us because her and her boyfriend may be making having a new investment opportunity.
Yes.
And the question is,
To buy or rent. Because, you know, it is expensive here, but you come to a point in your life where you're like, hey, put some roots down, you know, make a little investment over quite a long time. But, you know, that's what I'm definitely wondering, you know, is it worth to be paying about the same amount that I'm paying now and renting versus buying? So I asked these two knowledgeable ladies, and they gave me some great advice, and we'd love to share it with you.
So, in the advice alley to a young person, the first thing that you've got to get over is downsizing your lifestyle while you're committing to a new payment, because the new payment is going to feel like, oh my God, you know, because you're not only adopting a mortgage payment, property tax payment,
HOA fees, if there are
potentially
any.
HOA fees,
Yeah.
plus all the little, all the utilities and all the things that go with
Upkeep if it's a
home
house.
ownership.
Yeah.
Yeah. So initially, the payment's going to feel like, you know, why do we do this? But if you think about it, your payment is in part going to you. Like you're paying down the equity and you're opening up the equity in your property with every payment. And for the first little while, it's challenging for a young person because they get their year-end mortgage balance. They go, wow, it hardly shifted, and I paid thousands of dollars. And that's because your mortgage, your principal and interest payback is like a bell curve. So you're paying mostly interest. You hit the top of the curve and you start coming down the other side. And now you start seeing a principal reduction. But it, it's a bit of a gasp at the beginning for a young person to adapt to that. And the other thing is the lifestyle that you're living for a rent payment of the same size is probably pretty slick. And when you take that and turn it into a mortgage payment, it might just buy you in the illustrious city of LA, something that's a step up on like a small shed.
Small shed for sure.
Be prepared to live in a small shed.
Yes. Yeah, we're working on small homes for a reason. But yeah, you have to kind of downsize your lifestyle expectations with the knowledge that you are going to be increasing your bank account in the long run. But you got to hang in there for it and not expect that you're going to get everything, your dream home the first time. It could take 3 or 4 moves and flips before you move up to the next level of home ownership. But you know what? You're young, no kids, just you and a couple bags.
Yeah.
This is the time. Make hay while the sun shines.
It's time.
I think so. And I love to see her buy a house, even if it means a little bit more of a commute. And I was just explaining to her that when you buy into a condo building, you're really only as good, the value of your property is only as good as the lowest sale in the building. And you can make an argument that it could be worth more, but typically that's where realtors are going to, and the next potential buyer is going to take you. They're all going to point to the low sales. So it's really hard to be exclusive and unique and say, but I'm the best 2-bedroom apartment. It's better to go buy a home with land, because land has intrinsic value as well. That even if the house burns down, you've always got your land. But buy that home and put your own sweat equity into it. And you're so talented, and we'll help you in the design arena.
Yes.
We've got lots of contacts now.
Some good resources.
Yeah, commercial pricing. You've got a lot of opportunity here that maybe even some of the viewers wouldn't have if they went and purchased a home.
True
Yeah.
that.
A lot of advice.
Connections.
Yes.
Yeah, you can pick our brains. I think my immediate, I don't have as much of a background or any background really in mortgages, but as Elizabeth does, but for me, common sense is you're going to pay a mortgage. You're either paying your own mortgage or you're paying somebody else's mortgage. So
That's a good point. Yeah. Every time you make a payment to your landlord, you're like helping them with their kids' university or whatever it is. You're paying down their mortgage at the end of the day. So if I asked you to take that money and just light a match to it, you'd be like, no way. That's kind of what you're doing in a rental situation.
Exactly.
But you do it for as long as you have to do it until you make the savings to be able to leap to something else. And there's nothing saying that you have to buy in the LA market. When I bought my first home, it wasn't in the city I was living in. I went, when I'm talking about my rental properties, I went and bought quite literally in the armpits of the country that I lived in. Like horrible places, horrible. But I could afford them. They had nomadic people, like university students. I knew I was always going to be full. Like my rental, it was easy to get. I was never in a vacancy mode. So those transient people paid my mortgage very nicely. So you could continue your affluent rental lifestyle and go buy something in Texas. Just a thought.
True that.
I'm hoping to buy in Michigan pretty soon. My parents will be really happy about that.
Yeah, your parents would be overjoyed.
Oh my gosh, they always want me to move back. I'm like, that's not happening. But if I have property, I'll visit more.
Yeah.
I could talk mortgage all day, but I think your viewers might be just...
Yeah, so hopefully you've learned something from that. I think it was valuable information. We do have a couple other exciting things. So other than Taylor being here and having her on our team, and bringing a lot of like really good fresh insight for us and great questions and great ideas. So we're really excited to have you. We also have an event that's launching. We've hinted to it a couple times.
More than hinted.
Yeah. And
now we're telling you, it's beyond the hint stage.
Tickets will be available tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 1st, right? What's the day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the 28th.
Okay.
Yeah.
So March 1st, tickets will go on sale. And also if you're not in the LA area, and I'll tell you more about what the ticket gets you. But if you're not in the LA area and you want to just donate or you want to contribute in some way, that'll be an option too at www.veniceexpress.com. So what we are doing, let's talk a little bit about Venice Express just to refresh people. If you want to explain just a little
So
bit.
so we're raising money to give back to the neighborhoods, local neighborhoods. We're basically building a fund to fund artists to do murals. More specifically, we're starting in the back alley, some of the forgotten areas of our neighborhoods. And we've done once, we led with an experimental one to see if it works. We got the city on board to help us clean the alley. We got the neighbors on board to come and clean up their own stuff that have been deposited there for decades. It was really successful, and then we got the mural artist in. So we've done it, we know it works. Now we want to really take that to the next level, amp it up, and we have a lot of artists who have volunteered time and their resources, and artists are incredibly, I can't even believe how many hours our last artist put in, and so generous. And we could barely pay her, her paints, really, at the end of the day. That's how generous artists are. So they're giving back to the community, and we in turn want to give back to them through doing this fundraiser. And we don't want to do a boring fundraiser. Boring, and our names are never in the same sentence.
No, we don't want it to be just another gala where you come in your, fancy
Fancy
attire and you
dresses.
sit for a long time, you hear about people talk, and you watch a slideshow presentation, whatever. You've all been to those galas, those dinners.
Yeah,
So this is
you're asleep by 10
Nacho
o'clock.
Mama's gala.
This is Nacho Mama's gala.
So the gala's approach
Don't
is not
invite your
what
mama.
unless your mama is like just super hip and might like come in her corset and you just hang out, then invite your mama. I mean, we don't know your mamas, so she might be amazing. Or your dads. I mean, men are welcome, of course. So what we are putting on is called 50 Shades of Art, and it will be at a beautiful private residence. Well, is it a residence, really?
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it's a residence turned venue,
Yeah.
but private exclusive location
Transitional space.
in Venice, and it's multiple stories. It has a pool and a waterfall and a hot tub, and the venue's amazing. So we can't beat that. And then just to give you a taste. Obviously play on 50 Shades, so they're
fairly obvious when you know that, I think.
I mean, the main thing is exposing the artists, like we said, bringing it back to giving back to our artists, and exposing, giving artists exposure in a platform. The art is beautiful and human form.
Risque. Let's just call it risque.
Yes. Yeah, so we don't want to give too much away.
Sensory exploration, I think, is the best way to
That's
say
a great way to say it. Sensory exploration. I love that. So it's going to be, again, an event, an experience. Things you can touch, taste, interact, obviously see. There'll be some live performance aspects of it. Anything else you can think of? Right? I mean,
There'll be alcohol.
Yes.
Kinds of alcohol. All the things that you would think we'd need to pry open your wallet will be there.
So come with your cards.
We take Venmo.
Yeah, Venmo. There you go. Cash App. PayPal.
Cash is
Venmo.
always a great option too.
Yeah.
Just go back to that one.
We'll give you 50 great reasons to open your wallet.
There you go.
And 3 are right here. So
That's right. 47 more.
47 more.
Exactly. So big. So Venice Express, 50 Shades of Art. Tickets go on sale tomorrow.
Yeah.
The websites and everything will be updated. We'll have a Facebook page. It'll also be on Eventbrite. Anything else you could think of?
Oh.
We're headed to a corset shop after this.
Yeah. So that's exciting.
we may
And
need
we
them
probably
custom
won't be
made.
doing a live story from there.
No, that's why we're here doing our live story now and not at our next stop. But a lot of exciting things happening today. So we just wanted to. Ooh, did you hear that? We just wanted to plug you in to what our day looked like today.
Yeah.
it's a good day.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Did we really work? We really worked today.
It looks like we went to a funeral.
We did.
In style, though.
In style.
That's key.
Death of our old photos.
Yeah. Rebirth of the new one.
That's right.
Exactly. Exactly. So we'll give you a quick little tour of of this home. We'll let you say hi to the dogs, and then we'll sign off and see you next week.
All right,
Yeah.
I'll follow you around.
All right, sounds good. All right, let's see here. Flip the camera around, or is there an option to, just turn the thing? Oh, look what I found.
What did you find?
A little button down here. Ah, there we go.
Here, Taylor, you can.
Okay. So, kitchen.
So here is our lovely tour of Boise.
Yeah,
This is
3740
gonna be
Boise
a
Avenue.
beautiful backyard.
Love how someone left the nuts on the counter.
Accessory dwelling unit. We've got
Living
Kendra,
room.
lovely Kendra.
Oh, that chair normally isn't there. We use that for our stand.
Marble.
Outdoors. Nice yard. Great Ipe decks. Lots of outdoor living space. Ceilings. Beautiful wood on the ceilings. There's a lot of great architecture in this home.
Cute dogs. Even cuter mom. And
Huge run of
everybody.
countertop. Front door. So if you want to see the whole house, you can check it out on www.3740 Boise. I'll put that in the comments. All right, everybody. See you later. Look at their posting.